Let's go ahead and get over to the next topic I want to talk about, and that is the basketball transfer that Coach Ross Hodge was able to get over the weekend. His name is Chance Moore, and boy, am I excited about it. I'll be honest with you. I did not know a lot about Chance Moore. I had to do some research, but he's a guard coming over to the Mountaineers from St. Bonaventure. He's 6'6", 210 pounds. And just like there's a theme here, as I've mentioned in multiple shows, there is a theme to what Coach Ross Hodge and his staff are trying to do, and it's one word. Well, two words, really: length and defense. Chance Moore gives you both. And not only can he guard, and not only does he have length, he can also rebound. He averaged 6.5 rebounds a game as a guard at St. Bonaventure. And one of his biggest strengths, when you dig into the numbers and dig into to his stats and look at his highlights and everything, one of the things he's really good at is putbacks. He's in the top 78th percentile in the country in offensive putbacks as a guard. Yet he's 6'6", though. He's a 6'6" guard, so he's a big, lengthy guard who rebounds the ball really, really well. Now, he averages about 13 points a game, so he can score the ball as well, but he's not an elite scorer. He's not going to shoot the ball well, great from three. I think he shot at about 24% from three last year, and he doesn't shoot a ton of threes. He shoots maybe a couple threes a game, two to three three-pointers a game. But what he can do is he can drive it to the rim. He can make plays off the pick and roll game with the ball in his hands, and he can score in the mid-range. He is good on the spot-up game and good in the transition game as well. So he gives you a weapon in the transition and somebody you can rely to score in spot-up situations, primarily, like I said, in the mid-range. He can make it from three, though. He's not a detriment from three. He can make it, but he's not going to shoot a ton of them, and it's not really his strength. If he has weaknesses, it's his ability. He's not really a catch-and-shoot guy. He's only has a 38% effective field goal percentage in that, and he only had a 35% effective field goal percentage off the dribble. Now, the difference in effective field goal percentage and regular field goal percentage is they weigh 3-point shots heavier than 2-point shots when factoring that. But, he's not a catch-and-shoot guy, and he's not going to score off the dribble a ton. But he can shoot in the spot-up game, and he can shoot in scoring transition, and he scores a lot off putbacks and can drive it to the rim and score around the rim. That's where he's strong at. And he takes 56% of his shots around the rim, and he's 58% in that part of his game. So that's his strength right there. It's getting it to the rim, scoring around the rim, scoring off putbacks. And defensively, he's going to block shots. He averages almost a block a game and averaged about 1.5 steals, close to 1.5 steals a game. So he can steal the ball. He likes to use his length to get steals, and he can use his length to block shots. So he fits the mold of a Ross Hodge player. And by the way, he was a 4-star recruit coming out of the transfer portal. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do a screen share of the article that was written over at my site again. By Braxton Fuller. All right, I had to pull it up. Now let's go ahead and do a screen share. All right, here we go. Chance Moore commits to WVU basketball by Braxton Fuller. Per multiple media outlets, Chance Moore, the 6'6" senior guard transfer from St. Bonaventure, has committed to West Virginia basketball. Moore brings a ton of experience to the Mountaineers, and he's a perfect fit for Ross Hodge's scheme. Chance is a great defender who averaged right under a block per game and 1.5 steals per game in 24-25. The Georgia native is also coming off a season where he scored 13 points per game on 46.3% shooting. He's not a great three-point shooter, but doesn't have to be with Ross Hodge's system. Also, don't let the numbers fool you. He can get hot and score in bunches. Moore also rebounds the ball very well. He averaged 6.5 rebounds per game last season. He's someone that can play and score from multiple positions. A great under-the-radar pickup for Ross Hodge and this WVU staff. So just like the stats back up, just like the highlight reel backs up, by the way, got to give a shout-out to College Basketball Scout on YouTube. They do a great job covering these transfer portal commits. But Chance Moore just like Braxton said in the article, it really fits what Ross Hodge wants to do. It gives you a good defender with length who can rebound the ball and can score if asked to do so. Like I said, he's not going to burn you from three too much, but they're not going to need that because they're going to have other guys on the roster like Honor Huff, and hopefully, if they can land him, Trace and Eaglestaff. Those guys would be your 3-point shooters. But you're going to have Chance Moore, Brennan Lorient, Jackson Fields, and other guys who can not only shoot it if called upon to shoot it, but can attack the rim, rebound it for you, and guard. I mean, it's just continues to put the pieces of the puzzle together for this basketball roster, and I love it. Not to mention the big they brought in Obioha. So he's really doing a good job putting the pieces together, getting guys who fit what he wants to do, and will also fit, and can't be something we probably don't talk about enough is these are guys who are likely going to fit what he wants in the locker room as well and to build the culture he wants to build it within the program. But I want you guys to comment. What do you think? Whether you're watching this live or on the replay, let me know what you think about Chance Moore, the basketball recruit,